Good morning, fellow TikTokers. This is Russ from Russ's rambling on this morning about unemployment compensation benefits on your auto loans. I don't know how many of you out there actually purchase loans through your local credit unions. We currently are banking with a credit union in Green Bay, Wisconsin, Oshkosh location, called Capital Credit Union. They're located on Morris Avenue in Green Bay, Wisconsin. And they are a pretty good credit union. And we have had very good luck with them since Dan and I went there almost 4 years ago. We just purchased a 2021 used Jeep Gladiator. And when we purchased that, we redid both of our auto loans at that time because we wanted an unemployment compensation package attached to our loans, where if we were to be laid off, both vehicles would be paid, and that those vehicles would be paid and that the payments would be provided for. And it costed us a little bit of money to get this unemployment compensation package put on our loan, but it was put on there. And we, this month, for the first time, have had to use this because Dan has been laid off for over 20 days. But let me tell you something. The company that is running this or underwriting the actual policy for this is a company called TrueSage. And it's a company that rebranded itself here in the last year out of Madison, Wisconsin. Well, I have never had to jump through so many hoops to get this unemployment compensation package to be activated on our loans. From the day that Dan took the shutdown or the layoff from his employer for over the holiday season, it probably comes out to just around 18 to 20 days. Rule of thumb is that TrueSage says you have to be off and unemployed for 14 consecutive days. And Dan was laid off for over 14 consecutive days. He was laid off from around the 19th of December all the way through to the 6th of January 2025. In doing so, I contacted TrueSage over the telephone, contacted the claims adjuster, and gave them our claim. Every time that Dan was laid off this fall, and it was 2 additional times, I have also filed compensation with them, knowing that we wouldn't qualify, but knowing that they need to know that we are going into a downturn because of workloads and updates and upgrades that happen at places of employment. But now that we have been laid off for 20 days, I am now going in and asking to be compensated for this. Well, let me tell you, this has been a nightmare. Every 2 to 3 days, TrueSage, over on Mineral Point Road in Madison, has been sending us notification that they need an update. They want the claim number. They want to know if Dan is returned back to work. They want to know where he works. They want to know if he refused work. They want to know if the employers called him back. The funny part is we sent TrueSage an email and the credit union an email from Human Resources that said Dan will be laid off from the 20th through the 6th of 2025, the 20th of December through the 6th of 2025. The employer was really clear that it was a 20-day layoff, practically almost a 20-day layoff, that it would be a quarter, if not over a half a month. Oh my fucking God. You would think that the world came to an end. So then I contact Capital Credit Union's manager, Sherry Starkley, at our Oshkosh branch. And I said, Sherry, I'm having problems with TrueSage trying to process this information, and they keep asking for repeat information. I go, we have given them this information diligently. We have shared the emails, and I go through the whole rigmarole with the loan department at Capital, and I make them aware of it, and I send them all the data, and then I send them the additional information that I got over the weekend. Well, now I lost my cool. I had went back to work. I'm tired. I worked third shift. I'm burned out, and I said, listen, how many more times do I need to fill out this information? I have given you the repeat information multiple times. So I started sending screenshots and everything because that's what I do in quality, and I send it on to Capital. I get an email. Well, did you fill out this paperwork? Did you file it? Did you do the claim paperwork? Abso-fucking-lutely, Sherry Starkley. I submitted the paperwork to Capital Credit Union. I sent you the screenshots. I'm writing you to tell you, and I'm calling you to let you know that this is stupid, that we have to continue to refile information over and over again. Well, they told us that they're a week out and that they're behind on all their claims. Well, that's not my fucking problem. Hire a goddamn temp service to fill out the paperwork and get it done. Why am I being put through this shit? Why am I getting text messages? Why am I getting emails for repeat information that I have submitted multiple times? Is this so that if I miss one of those multiple times, they can basically say, well, you didn't file the paperwork as we requested, so now you've been eliminated from this and policy and this claim, and it's closed out. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to create confusion and chaos. They're trying to make it so that if you trip up and you don't fill out one of their fake bake emails, that they can say, well, you didn't provide the adequate information. I will go as far to tell you that this last form that they sent out said, did you receive any type of compensation during the 2-week layoff or the 14 days or the 18 or 20 days that you were off from your employer? Did you refuse any compensation? What they're getting at here is they want to know whether or not you received holiday pay, dismissal pay, or any other thing. And I'm like, no, my employer does not pay out holiday pay over a layoff. And they do not compensate you for that. And I know how that goes because 20 years ago when I had an insurance policy through Pekin, they did the same thing. And the policy was thrown out and my car loan wasn't paid through Holiday Automotive and Fond du Lac. So employers have gotten very wise to this. They pay out a holiday pay or vacation pay or PTO time ahead of the holiday, ahead of it, and they pay it out already in the beginning of the month of December. So employees, if there is a shutdown or a layoff, that the employee is not jeopardizing any of their policies or their unemployment. But in this case, this company does not pay out for holiday pay and that during a plant shutdown or an unemployment type layoff. And I knew that's what True Sage was going to do. Sure as shit. The sneaky fucking crap came on Sunday. Of all days, it came on a Sunday. Why would you send out something on a Sunday? Why would you send that out not during a work week or a Monday through Friday where you can actually call a contact center? I'm just sitting here going, what more shitty shenanigans are you going to try to pull? My question is, how many of you have been going through hoops to get your loans paid due to unemployment compensation benefits on your loans that you pay for when you purchased your vehicles? I want to know your thoughts, your plans, your ideas. I want to know how many of you have had run-ins with True Sage, because I certainly have. This is Russ from Russ's rambling on about unemployment compensation for loans in the wee hours of an early Monday morning.